because you're very, very naive in those early stages of your career. There's a lot that you have to learn, and you need people like that around you to look out for you and to sometimes just do a little bit of your work for you that you're not very good at. I wasn't one of those players that could kick and look after myself, really. Not in those early days. I mean, when I put a couple of stone on, I was able to put myself about a little bit more. But all these people that are big characters and who make going into training interesting, because it can be boring, can't it?
No.
It can, if it goes the wrong way, you've got a group of players who are a bit boring and the manager's a bit boring, the training's not great. You need people in the change room who are going to keep it bubbly the whole time. It's a difficult job.
No, it is. And if you've got a couple of characters in there as well, what make you laugh, just makes it so much better.
Absolutely.
Doesn't it? I had two. I had Paul Watton.
Oh, yeah.
And Danny Buttersfield. Oh, my God. Them two together were just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, it was Paul Watton at first, and then Danny came in about a year later. And Kelvin had Kelvin into it as well. And they were just constantly bouncing off each other, constantly playing pranks on everyone. And it was brilliant coming in, yeah. You couldn't wait to come in.
Yeah.
Go on, give us some pranks and give us some examples. They won't mind. Come on.
Paul Watton, man, he like if a new player came in, he wouldn't take long for him to let them know what he's about, like in the shoe or.
Whoa! Do what? What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, in their boots? So they go back to training or they're casual?
No. The shoes, what they come in.
So they've got to go home wearing
when
them?
they come
So
in,
just dumped in the shoes?
Yeah. Honest to God, mate, they were good to have around the lads. And it was funny. Every day was funny.
Do you have experiences of the poo in the change?
Yeah.
A bit of poo gate?
Similar. It was when I was at Stoke. And
did you do it in Tony Pulis's shoe?
No, not yet. There was like big characters, like you were saying, and a couple of big characters that were in there were Liam Lawrence and Dave Kitson. And that was one of Lenny's tricks, that Liam Lawrence's tricks, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
There'd be little bits and bobs going on all over the place, like normal. But his retaliation was to, take a crap in someone's wash bag.
Oh,
the wash bag.
That's just not right.
And when he made that statement, then you've got to be very careful where you take it, because it went to slashing tyres and stuff like that, because they'd escalated so quickly.
And that's deemed as a practical joke?
Well, in some people's eyes, yeah. But I think it was just, right, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to go in here. And then if you're going to do that, then I'm going to go here. So it was a bit more like I'm going to top you or whatever.
We used to do Secret Santa. And honest to God, so you would pick a name out and then you would have to get that person.
Yeah.
And it was like, you got to go ruthless. You had to go like proper ruthless on them. And honest to God, some of the stuff I can't say what some of the stuff was.
I think I can imagine.
For Gaston Ramirez, I think we paid £15 million for him, didn't we? Yeah. I think Fraser Richardson got his name, and what he done, he come in in a big billboard. You know the people who wear the billboards and walk around. Well, he had January sales, 15 million cut down to 1 million. Thought, wow,
that's brutal.
And he's only been in the place a couple of months, and it was there was other things as well. I can't even say that.
I've got a couple of like good ones. Going back to when I was a YT at Blackburn, and you had Shearer and Sutton and David May and all these big characters, Tim Sherwood, and they were ruthless with what they used to do. Sometimes they'd be playing two-touch in the changing rooms, and if you dropped the ball, you could stay in if you knocked a roof tile out. And it was like them suspended roofs, the suspended ones. Yeah. And we as YTs would have to go in and clear it. So they'd go out training, we'd walk into the room, and this room would just be like a grenade had gone off in there. And so we'd go and get Ray Harford, and he'd just come in and just shrug his shoulders and say, "Yeah, tidy it up, lads."
Tidy up.
But they were so ruthless. Once I remember Jason Wilcox got a brand new car. He got I think it was a BMW convertible, And while he was out at training, they put the roof down and filled it full of soil.
Oh, no.
So there was just a headrest sticking out.
Oh, wow.
And put loads of plants in it and that.
See, I wouldn't find that funny if someone done that to me. I don't know how.
I didn't see his reaction, but it was. I thought that was a pretty good one. And then because they were just a little bit crazy, like you're saying, when you do get a little bit bored, because they were together and it was like but lads. It was they thought, oh, what can we concoct? And David Barty was probably one of the ringleaders of that as well. And another one was the Secret Santa one. And Alessandro Pistoni was at Everton, and he I think the lads thought he was renowned for being a little bit soft, and maybe getting injured when he wasn't, and leaving him in the lurch maybe in certain games and stuff. And somebody bought him a pig's heart for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
But obviously, being Secret Santa, they didn't know who it was. Oh. But he wasn't best happy with that.
That's harsh. Some players even used to buy themselves a boat and go across to the Isle of Wight. And then on their way back from the Isle of Wight, they used to get in the middle of the Solent and just whiz the boat round and round and round. And he might want to tell you why he did that and why he missed the start of one season, because he cracked his ribs open. I don't know if 20 years is long enough to be able to open up now and say what the true story was.
Come on, Beach.
Why you missed the start of the season.
We know it's you.
What do you reckon?
Look at me then.
I remember you having that boat.
Well, you've just told it there, so it's all right. I'll let you get on with it.
Did you tell the manager that's how you got injured? Do you have to own up?
No, it was Dave. Dave Jones. And I said, I fell over. And he went, Beats, you're talking to me now, son. Like that. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I told him. But it was right at the end of pre-season.
And you cracked your ribs?
Yeah, so tell him what you did.
We were doing donuts in the Solent. And then I don't want to say his name because it upsets him, because he's really regretful of what happened. But we were going one way, which is fine. So you're holding on, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just decided to throw it the other way. And obviously, a ball doesn't weigh 20 kilos, does it? And I wasn't holding on to anything. So I've, shot to the other side. And the fridge actually went into shattered my shoulder blade.
Oh, my word.
Three ribs, and one of the ribs went into my lung, and I had a neurothorax. And actually, if I'd have gone overboard, I'd have been...
Oh, my word.
But yeah, so I went to the hospital, and then
how long
I had to phone Dave up and say, I've tripped over my flip-flop, Dave. He went, Beats, what are you on about, mate?
So clearly recently in the press, Gomez and Sterling, massive bust-up that got leaked to the press or was told. I'm assuming that kind of thing happens quite often, does it not? In a dressing room, you have a bit of a bust-up, you shake hands afterwards, it's all forgotten.
Yeah, I've seen plenty, and all of them just get forgotten about. Bigger pictures always what everyone's thriving for, apart from one instance, and it was Danny Osvaldo and Jose Fonte.
Oh yeah,
and that was quite bad. That wasn't an argument. That was like he beat Jose up there. To be fair, it was quite ruthless, and Jose's face was quite.
I remember that
beaten up. To be fair, and. They couldn't sort it out. Danny was the most lovely fella off the pitch, honest to God. But on the pitch, he was a psycho, absolute psycho. And they got into an argument. And you know where two players normally come together and bit of push. He just grabbed him by his top and just went bang, butted him, and then hit him a few times when he's on the floor.
Oh.
And then obviously he's got dragged off. So that was pretty bad. And then he had to leave the club. Then he got sold.
That bad? You can't sort that out. It's gone too far.
It was that bad. And to be fair, he was Jose's close friends. I don't think if he would have stayed and then come back into the group, I do think that might have caused more issues than Fingo, because I don't think Jose would have ever forgiven. So I think he had to go, and he did. He didn't obviously play for the club again after that.